I wanted to talk with you this morning about something that has been life-changing for a lot of people. Last year, 300 people went to this, something called Financial Peace University. Now, we do these kinds of things because they are life-changing. We believe that it's a part of discipleship to know how to handle our finances well, to both take care of our family and do the works that God has called us to do in the world. But instead of me just talking on about it, I invited a couple to come up front with us this morning. This is Thomas and Jessica Rodriguez, and they went to our group last year. Would you welcome them this morning? As I mentioned, there was 300 of us, and so we break up into small groups. And who had the best small group last year?
This guy right here. By far.
See? Yeah. So we had a great time together last year, and we had a good time learning as well as applying some of these things to our lives. So I asked Jessica and Thomas if they would share with us a little bit about how this was helpful to them.
Before we took Financial Peace, we had decided that we were going to have our financials be separate, and we did a pretty good job at that. We were trying to keep peace in the house by not having financial arguments, so we pretty much kept it separate, and little did we know that we were actually making a big financial mess, and we were like one step away from a financial disaster. God forbid any of us lost our job or just something unforeseen came about, called life that would happen. We were really going to be in trouble. So we took Financial Peace, and we learned that the way we were doing it was not the way that God wanted us to do it. The way He wanted us to do it was to put our finances together, to realize that it's not our money, that it's God's money, and that there's things that He wants us to do with it. So one of those things was that He didn't want us to be in debt anymore. So we put our heads together, put our finances together, and we're working towards that right now. We're about 25% less in debt than we were when we started the class. And if we keep going at this rate with the debt snowball, we'll be out of debt in about a year.
So I know that this not only affected their finances, but it affected their relationship as well. You want to talk about that?
Sure. So it brought us together, teamwork. The two are better than one. Focused on getting out of debt, doing it with God, just realizing that God is on our side and how He just opens doors to everything, like in the positive. Once we figured out that we give up, we realized that we don't have control of anything, and that God is in control of everything. Well, it kind of took the pressure off, and now we just have faith, and He just takes us where He wants us to go.
That's so awesome. You know, it's true. Money affects us in all these ways, but it was a beautiful thing to see them in our group together, and as they said, okay, we're going to cut up this credit card. And it's just been so fun to be with them. Thank you guys so much for sharing your story with us. Appreciate it.